Hello everyone, how are we all? We're off out today. Well, me. I'm off out to my old stomping ground at Tamworth. Thought I'd go and show you around a few places where I used to grow up and that. Maybe tell you a few little stories and stuff like that. And we'll have a mooch around and just show you. Yeah, that's all we're going to do. Nice little bit of a vlog. Don't know what it's going to be like. It's freezing cold. It's about 4 degrees at the minute. We're just off to the bus stop to grab the bus. £5 day return, I think it is. Got to get 4 buses altogether or something, including getting in there and getting back. And we'll take you around. We'll show you a few little places. Not the town, obviously outside the town. Can have a mooch. And yeah, and that's what we'll do. So, bus is in about 10 minutes, so we'll pop and get the bus. Nice one, mate, thank you. And we're here, Tamworth. So, got to get another bus now. I could walk, but I've got a lot of walking to do when I get there. So, I think I'll get another bus. It's only a 10-minute walk though. No, I've got a ticket now, I've got a day saving, I might as well get the bus and save my legs till we get there. This, guys, is where me and Nat's first met. This bus stop, right there, look. Well, this mark is actually, I'll stand here. That is where me and Nat first met, 20 years ago. 20 years ago. So, yeah. Oh, here's my bus. It's changed number. Get on the bus. Right, guys, we're here. So the order might be a bit different. Forgot to charge me mic, so I'm charging me bag at the minute. But there's no wind, so it should be all right anyway. So we just got off the bus, and we are in at the moment Belgrave. Now this was, I think, if I can remember, it was late 60s. I think about 68, 69. All this started to be built. I was born in 70. It was our first house. All this that we're going to show you was all built for the Birmingham overflow. From like probably 80-90% of people come over from Birmingham to Tamworth, and this was what all this was built for. To make Tamworth basically a bigger town. This here, these never used to be here. When I was about 7 years old, my mate got run over here. That's why all these went up years ago. He was all right. He was only 7 himself. Car come round the corner, he ran across and bang. But all this was built for a bit like a community. Everyone knows what communities used to be like in the 70s and the 80s, and that used to know everybody. This was built more as a community estate. The kids were safe, even though my mate got run over. But I'll show you and you'll see what I mean, where you don't get any cars driving down there or anything. It was built as if children could play safely, as long as it was in their areas, you know what I mean? But yeah, but this is where we are. I'll show you my first bit. You got Hamble, that's Hamble. That is Hamble 1, that is. And there's a Hamble 2. And we used to live in Hamble 2. And this is Hamble 2, as it used to be known. It's still probably known like that anyway. And this is where I started my life, in Tamworth. And it probably ain't changed a lot, to be honest with you. We can have a mooch around and show you a few things. Here on this screen, I mean, there's old bushes there now. Used to be no bushes or no trees there. This is where we had our Silver Jubilee, all along here, in the old 77. There used to be a park where that big bush is down the bottom there. I'm not going to show you exactly what house we was at, but all I'll say is it's one of them ones there. And my mate used to live in one of them houses there, and we used to build go-karts. Remember go-karts you used to build with your Silver Cross prams? You come over this bump here, and you probably find out what house it is, straight through the front window of the house. Our house. Straight through. It was about 7 years old. This here used to be a park. Here. That path never used to be there. There used to be one at the end. And you remember the old parks? The old swings? They used to have 2 metal frames next to each other, and my sister, she was about 5, put her head in, she couldn't get it out, and we had to call the ambulance. That was right here. We got chased by a bulldog that used to live over there, one of them white English bulldogs. But as I say, when I haven't been here for, God, 30 years down here, but when you're a kid, this looks absolutely huge. But it is really tiny, isn't it? But as you see, this is what it was all built as like a community thing, so kids could be safe. And don't forget, this was all new when we moved in, but it's run down a bit now. And this never used to be a road. It's always been like this, so you know, kids can just come out and play. We're going to take you down now to show you where the first place I had my heart broke. Let me show you. That is the A5 bypass. Obviously none of that was there when we were kids. This was built in I think it was early 90s. Oh, someone passed away here. Bike accident by the looks of things, bless. Dicky. Rip, mate, rip. Bless. Yeah, anyway, let me show you this bit. First place, as a kid, I was about 5 or 6. I had my heart broke. Not what you think, but I'll show you. So it must be this way now. It's all changed, this. It's all changed, guys. Was it that way? I don't know. It's all changed. There it is, guys. It's the very first place I had my heart broke. Trying to be careful I don't slip on the mud. It's all muddy. It was there where that little duck is there, look. But I'm not going to stand there. It's muddy. Just there. It's a lovely place. So it's all changed. There was none of these weeds there or anything when we were kids. None. And what happened was, we were here, right? I was about 6, I think. Look at this, look. All following me. I've got no food. I ain't got no food. I was about 6. And my dad bought me a boat. I'll always remember it. I was really happy. My first boat. Living by a lake. Thought, yes, yes, yes. So we come down here, put it all together, we come down here, so excited, happy as anything, jumping around with joy, pulling in the water. We're in 10 seconds. The Titanic, it went. All my dreams, all my aspirations, everything was gone in 10 seconds. It really upset me. I'll always remember that. I was about 6 years old. That was when I first felt me proper, that I can remember anyway. Heartbreak was right here. Right there. So none of this used to be here. The park used to be there, but it was obviously the old parks. It didn't have a witches at that one, didn't, but the park down the bottom did. I mean, I suppose they've done all this now. It's more for wildlife now, I suppose. There was a girl murdered down here in the 2000s. Evertel, R.I.P. Ever. 17 she was. She got murdered down here on the other side of the lakes. It's all enclosed, look. You know, I mean, you should feel safe, but you know, you get some right bad people, don't you? And this used to be all open, all open. I suppose it's all for the wildlife now. Here, guys, used to be the other park with the witch's hat. You got to remember the witch's hat, ain't you? You got to. The good old merry-go-round thing. What's it called? Roundabout thing. What's it called? You know what I mean? Go round in circles. Was shaped as a witch's hat. Oh, that's where the witch's hat was. Couldn't have them nowadays, could you? With all the good old health and safety regulations, you know. We used to dust around and everything, then we not have a care in the world and all that. And just crack on, didn't you? No helmets on your bike or anything, was there? Scratch your knee, get back up. And so that's Belgrave, where I lived till I was 9. Then we're going to take you up to the area where we really is where I proper grew up, if you know what I mean. Now you got to remember, we like Belgrave there is everybody there went to the same school. So everybody, all the kids, because I think they've done a thing in I think it was over late 80s, early 90s, and I said everybody who lived in Belgrave and Glasgow, well, over 50% were under the age of 24. So that goes to show you how many people were young at the time. So everybody knew everybody, and it was like, and for such a small town, it was like a gang of hundreds and hundreds of kids. All went to school together, all went to senior school together, and so it was like one big gang. And now where we're going now up to Glasgow is exactly the same, and that was like another big gang. And all here, right, all here, they used to fight all the time, all in the 80s. It was well known. They've done a big documentary on it. I think it was on Channel 4. I can't remember if it was Private Eye or Dispatches or something, but they've done a big documentary on it, of a small town like this. Glasgow v Belgrave. It was bad. It was really bad. It was well known around the country. You'd probably Google it. I don't know if you'd get it. You'd still get it. You'd have to go into old archives, I suppose, to find it. It was bad. It was bad, guys. If you're from Tamworth from the 80s, you'll know. But it used to be a lot of fun as well, because we was kids. You know, we was teenagers. A lot of things went on. A lot of things happened. Allegedly happened, should I say. But anyway, we'll take you up to where I officially, or class as growing up from 1979. The only problem with Glasgow, where we're going to now from Belgrave, it's all uphill. We're coming up to the shops now, where we used to hang about all the time, and the local drinking hole, should I say, which used to be called the Scotsman, well, the Flying Scotsman, then the Scotsman, and then it changed to the St George. We wanted to change it to the St George because we weren't Scottish, we was English. I know it was named after a train, like quite a few places in Glasgow are named after trains or flowers. But because we was English, because they changed it from the Flying Scotsman to the Scotsman. We was, no, we're English. So we went to St George, we had a big petition. Eventually we got that changed. But we were on the way up to the shops, which is up there. Up the hill. Big hills. Yeah, there it is. The St George. You can see it with the sun. That used to be an old police station. Well, around the side, that's the library now. Around the side there, which I need to show you, where that black box is at the end, used to be an old police station. Well, an old, what did I call it? One of them community police things where the Bobby used to go and have a coffee and all that stuff. It's one of them. But this is where we used to doss around as a kid. Now, it can be very sketchy around here at times if you're not from around here. If you're not from around here, I wouldn't. Well, yeah, it's probably not so bad no more. But that's it there. And these shops have been here for years. Probably changed names, right? But Chippy at the very end. There's the Scotsman. Surprised it's still going, actually, the Scotty. There's George. Monday's closed. That's where we used to hang out when we was kids in our youth. And when I say hang out, I'm saying 500 or 600 teenagers. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Because Glasgow was a lot bigger than Belgrave. And we were the best ones. That's where we used to have bonfires, on that hill over there, on top of that hill. Remember, we used to collect all your wood, all your junk. Everyone from the neighbourhood bring the junk down, get it burnt. Well, they're new houses. They're new. That there, where that island is there, there's a doctor behind there. With that, I'm going to, allegedly, because I'm not incriminating anybody, what happened there was, well, I just showed you that witch's hat down in Belgrave. One of my mates, I think it was a 3x2 or 2x2 slab, he dropped on his face, cracked all his face down. Then, between Glasgow and Belgrave, it kicked off really bad. And there, because the police wouldn't come up here, the police were too scared. But it got that bad. There was allegedly Molotov cocktails and everything being thrown. It got really bad. Google it. Google GBA, the 80s, Glasgow Barmy Army, and you'll probably find some stuff about it. It got really bad. But this was the same. This was all built. Late 60s, early 70s for the Birmingham overflow. There's loads to show you, but it's too far to walk around everything. My battery's on half now. But all this, as I say, used to be rough. If you wasn't from the area, you wouldn't come in. And it's weird to say a place like Tamworth, but that's how it used to be. We used to have all the parents moaning about everything that was going on. All the vandalism, all the graffiti, everything else. All the fighting. But what the parents didn't understand it was all their kids doing it. You know what I mean? That's how it used to be. But yeah. Right, on to the next bit. My name used to be on here years ago. I wonder if it still is. Yeah, there it is, look. There's my name. See it there? Keith. Years and years and years. God, in the 80s. That book, that's still there, that sign. Wow. Wow, ain't that something? There's my claim to fame. All these years later. Oh. But yeah, as you can see, it's all designed for kids But the only problem is, when it all kicked off in the 80s, the police couldn't get round anywhere because there's no roads. So you'd always see them coming when they come. Because I think it was about 88 when it started. I started arresting then, I think it was about 88. Because there was, I think the Home Office got involved or something. And I started arresting people then. And it started, because we all left school about the same age, 87. And we all went on a YTS, and we was all working together. Glasgow and Belgrave, we was all working at the same places. So we just grew out of it, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. But the police started making arrests, and a few of the lads were getting 18 months, 2 years in prisons for riots and affrays and all that. And I think then people were wising up, it was all turning 18, but nah, none of that. We don't want any of that stuff. Now this place here is the Sacred Heart Church, right? And this opened, I mean, it was 81 or 82. It was around that time anyway. And come to Mass, because Mum's proper Catholic. And we come to Mass on opening day. And because I kept it complete secret, what was inside. And we come to Mass on opening day, and it was packed. And we walked into the other room after Mass. And it's a massive pub. Snooker tables, pool tables, bar, obviously. I mean, I was like 11 years old. So I went home and told my dad. We only live around the corner from where I'll show you now. And that became, when we was younger, our local drinking place. My dad and everyone, kids all welcome, and used to had an upstairs for function room, and every Friday they used to have Noel's Roadshow, that's what it was called. Noel's Roadshow, 40p to get in, I think it was, or 20p, something like that. Every Friday. Then they used to have on a Monday, it used to be on a Monday, I think it was a Monday, they used to have kids. I might be a bit wrong on the days now. I'm sure it was a Monday, they used to have the kids under 13s disco up there to get the kids off the streets and that. Then on a Tuesday, or it might have been a Thursday, they had 13s to 17-year-olds, and that's where everyone used to congregate. Do you remember when I don't know if it happened by you, but in the early 80s around here, there was a lot of fighting mods and rockers as well. And there used to be loads of fights, mods and rockers up there on the 13 to 17 one. But it used to be a good, stop the kids. And, even when all the trouble was going on, they used to go up there, all the Glasco lads and that. And they used to just stop them hanging on the street. So it was a good thing, but the problem is it was once a week, you know what I mean? So once a week weren't really good enough to keep all the scallies out of trouble. Now guys, can you tell me the meaning of this? Oh no, I can't get through, it's padlocked. What's going on? Huh? I mean, you ain't gonna stop motorbikes there, you might stop a car. Whether there's been some joyriding going on. No, but you get a car through the end there, I suppose. It ain't stopping motorbikes, are you? And that's probably for the council to cut the grass, but... Anyway, let me show you my next house after Belgrave. And this is the estate we moved to. This was built 78, 79. My dad helped build this. There is a placard up the top there, so I haven't been here for years. We're going to have a look, see when it was actually built. 78 or 79, that's when we moved in from Belgrave. Let's go and have a look, see if we can see this placard, if it's still there. And this is where we used to hang out, little Keith on his bike, racing around the streets. It was all full of kids everywhere. Kirby and kick the can and all that stuff, guys. See if I can... football. There used to be a park over there, park when you come in, and 2 parks down the bottom. And we was only been open a couple of years and they closed all the parks down. I suppose that all the neighbours were complaining about the amount of kids and everything. There was 4 parks on this little estate. I think there's only like 120 houses or something, but there's 4 parks. So it was proper kid orientated. I'm sure there was a plaque up here somewhere. It's probably gone now, guys, by the way. But we'll have a look, if I can remember. These were all old people's flats. These were. I'm sure there's a plaque here somewhere. No. It probably is, but I can't remember where it is. Now out here is the best place in the winter when it's snowing. Is the best place you could ever come when you was a kid. Now it's full of trees now, but it never used to be. It used to be clear. And I'll tell you why the trees are here, because I remember them planting them. Oh, it's all muddy. Where can I go? Where ain't muddy? Let's go through here. There's trees everywhere now, look. I remember they started planting these in the late 80s, these trees, a lot of these trees. And that's because when it snowed, this was the best hill in the world. It really was. On your sledges, it's going to take you to the top. You've got to imagine it without any trees or bushes or anything there. And this is an old mine under here. There is a mining hole somewhere. It's probably buried in a tree somewhere now. It's covered over. You got to remember when you're a little sprog, guys, and you're on and it's snowing. Without the trees, this used to be absolutely amazing. And where is your carriageways down there? They've got a fence there now. A fence never used to be there. You used to shoot straight onto the road on your sledge. It used to be feet is out again. I've got bushes there and that now, look, yeah. Used to shoot straight down there, straight across the your carriageway. No fear as kids, eh? No fear whatsoever. I don't have wet feet now. Yeah, all the trees there now. I used to do all this, look. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but it's very steep. But that used to all be clear. You could go anywhere you wanted when it was snowing. And it was brilliant. All over there. Kids absolutely everywhere. Which was good, you know, in them days. Because you don't get kids playing out on it. Well, they can't nowadays, can you? But it used to be just kids out all the time, didn't it, wherever you lived. I suppose every sort of community was the same, weren't it? You know, kids out on the bikes, going bike rides, not being seen till it gets dark, and, you know, playing footy and Kirby and kick the can, hide and seek, tig, building dens and tree houses, and we used to do it all, didn't we? We used to do it all. I'll take you to our woods now, if they're still there. This, guys, is where we used to break dance in the 80s. Under here, you used to have big lino all there, and we used to break dance. Boogie, you know what I mean? Your head spins and all that. Oh, and it used to hurt. That's all been painted now. We used to have our names on there, but obviously it's all been painted over the years, that. There's our woods. We are now in Hamilton, so we're in enemy territory when we were kids. But these are our woods. I'm not going to go all the way up there because the grass is soaking. But when we were kids, when we was like 10 years old and that was the biggest woods in the world. It's like 20 trees. But that was ours. They was ours. Oh. My best mate used to live a house over there. Not that one there. But he come over from the Caribbean about the same time we moved here. Black lad, like, I'm not going to name him. My best mate, but his mum didn't like it at all. She didn't like him hanging out with anybody, and it took a few years to find out why. It's because she'd been racially abused and she thought all white people were the same, and he just kept saying to her, like, he wouldn't be my best mate, would he? You know, if he was racist. And we was only like 9-10 years old at the time, and I think they moved away when I was about 13. Like, there is me woods. See how big it is? About 10 and 20 trees. That was ours. That was ours, guys. That is where we used to build our dens and our tree houses and play army and all that stuff. Oh, memories, memories. Memories. Now then, there's loads I can show you, but on a quarter of a battery. There's loads I can show you, but I'm absolutely shattered. Walk miles. Yeah, so basically, guys, that's really where we grew up. Can't get into a lot of stuff because it's all alleged, if you get what I mean. So if you want to find out what happened in Glasgow in the 80s, Google it, or maybe AI. I don't know if you'd get it on. You might do, I suppose, off Tamworth archives or something. Or AI might be able to tell you. I might have to Google that myself and see if I find any photos and put them in as I'm talking about things. I don't know if I'll be able to, probably not. But we can have a look. But yeah, that's it really where I grew up, guys. There isn't a lot to see now. Things have changed, haven't they? Everything's all moved on, and I haven't been around here for years, especially where I've just been walking for years and years and years. But yeah, let me know what your first memory was of your first disappointment when you was a child. Now I'm going to go into town and I'm going to do a live stream. When I walk through town, I was going to do the Spudman, but he's moved and I don't know where he's moved to. So I'm going to see if I can find him. Even though I'll do a chippy live or something. So, but the live will obviously be, this vlog will be after the live. So if you go and want to watch that afterwards, guys, where I've been to have something to eat or something. And I remember anything else, but I'm going to get the bus. I've got something else to show you before we get the bus. It's on the way to the bus. Alright, guys, this spot. Well, let me get there. Let me get there first. Nearly there. Just here. Just there is where Nat and I had our first smooch. Woo woo! And 20 years later, I'm fatter. I got no teeth. I was a good catch in the day. Oh, I had teeth. Didn't have no hair. Never had no hair. I wasn't fat. A few muscles popping out, you know. But yeah, God, 20 years later, look at the state of me now. Anyway, guys, I've got to get into town now because I need the toilet. So I'll go into town, I've got a toilet, I'll walk you through the town, and then I'm going to set up a live stream. Right, guys, we're in the anchor side. Just going to go out now to the good old castle grounds and walk round. I'll take you through town, and I'll see the Spudman's there. then I'll go live at the Spudman if he's there. We'll take you through and have a look. Ooh, Christmas tree. Christmas. It's Christmas. Gingerbread. It's quite a nice tree actually. So let's go into the castle grounds. In case you haven't seen it, I think you've all seen it before, haven't you? Because I've been a few times. The good old castle grounds, guys. It's gone warm now. I'm sweating. Walk miles. There it is. The river's high, obviously because of the rain. Remember last time I come here, I got bloody stuck in the flood. Oh God. Well, we're going to have a mooch for the Spudman, see if he's around, because I know where he used to go. They're doing a load of building work now, so I think he's moved. I'm not sure where. So we were going to have a mooch, guys, and have a look. Okay, guys, let's just take you through the market. This market used to be absolutely great in its time. That ain't bargains there. They used to be Woolworths, good old Woolies. I've been that place, remember, guys? I've done that on a live, didn't I? Remember? I've done jacket spot. I think it was jacket spot I've done. That used to be Mackey's, Costa. Slipper socks. Nat loves these. They're great for the winter. 2 pairs of cosy socks for a £5. Yeah. Hotel pillars. Are they though? That's the question, isn't it, guys? Are they? Fall apart after 5 minutes, probably. Mind you, they are quite expensive, ain't they? What was it, 40 quid, was it? Yeah, this is here every Tuesday and every Saturday, this market. Not when it was what it used to be. Paintings. AC/DC, the Jam. Oh, look at these. Class, absolute class. Peaky Blinders, look. Tyson. Oh, ladders, look at that.
You're right, bud.
How are you, mate? How much are these?
What are you after?
I'm just looking, just mooching. What sort of price you're after?
Well, you tell me £25. What's that?
It's a camera.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How much is that Tyson one there?
25.
How about them?
Them are 35.
What days you here? What about that Jam? How much is that Jam on there?
20.
You're here Tuesdays and Saturdays, are you? Ahmad Ali. Ooh. Chelsea, oh, I love that. Best one there, guys. Which is the best one there? Look. We know, don't we? We know. It's gotta be that one there. Look. It's gotta be that one.
It's that 3D, look. Yeah, it's got 3 tickets and you think good, isn't it?
Birmingham. Who are they? Stoke. We've got walk. We've got the local ones here. Look, I know Southampton, Leeds. What's that? What's it look like? It's a camera. Obviously didn't want me filming. Obviously knock-offs. Tell you what's not here. The Donut Man. The Donut Man's not here. I'm sexy and I know it. Wouldn't fit me. Fat kid I am. I don't believe in these Christmas jumpers, to be honest. To the pub. I can believe in that one. Yeah, some of these marketplaces don't like you recording, do they? Doesn't say how much these are, look. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. We've got a price somewhere, I can't see anything, I'm blind as a bat. I'm blind as a bat, guys. Problem is, I don't know where the Spudman could be. Could be anywhere, couldn't he? I don't think he's in the same place. I'll have to ask, I'll have to go and have a look. He might be. He might not be. Oh no, there he is. There he is. He's moved. There he is. The old Stone Cross guys, a little quiz for you. People who's on me live stream when I've done Tamworth before will know who got banned from there, celebrity, for weeing up the bar. It's a little quiz for you. People that was in my live stream will know.
Doing on that job.
There is. But Army. How are you, mate? You alright? I'm alright, yeah, you? I've been over a couple of times, but you haven't been here. But I know you've been ill. So, I'm alright, man, you? Yeah. Yeah, I'm still doing it. I'm just finishing this one now. I'm going live in a minute. And I was just keen to find you first, if you was here, before I went live to get a spud. You alright, yeah? I'll see you. I'll be back in a minute anyway. Alright. Best potatoes in the country, guys. And that's a fact. That is a fact. So, there we go. There's me, a little bit of a vlog. I'm going to set up now for my live stream. I'm going to get a spud off the Spudman. And yeah, and we'll do that on a live, which, if you want to watch that, that'll be, well, obviously it'll be out before this one. Guys, if you want to see what the spud's like. So, thanks for watching. It's just one of them, innit? Till the next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.